Hi everyone, I'm August, and this week I did a painting. I'm still playing around with putting a few drops of fluid acrylic paint into a pot of paint that's mixed with my regular pouring medium, gently swirling that around and then doing different techniques and styles to see what results we can get. So this week it's basically like a ribbon pour, I would call it. How we're doing this is I wanted a black background. I use white pillow. I've tried the colored pillows like Sherwin-Williams Color to Go. I don't love it. Like, I haven't found one that I really like. The colors seem to disperse more through the pillow. You don't get such crisp lines, and I like the lines to be crisp. I don't want the paints and pigments kind of dispersing into the pillow. So I'm going to use a faux pillow, and all that is I'm taking a black paint that's mixed just like all my other colors with the pouring medium, and that is in the description below. I am pouring it down on this big scooper and then laying that over top my white house paint pillow. Couple things when you're doing this: you put a lot of paint on this scooper. Whatever you don't use, scrape back into your pot. You want to get as close as you can to your white pillow when you're laying that down to reduce air bubbles. And the motion, I noticed it when I was doing it this time. When I'm starting, I've got my palette knife at a very slight angle, and that paint is just flowing off because there's so much of it. As I'm moving it back, I start to tilt this scooper almost vertically just to help that paint run off. As there's less paint on the scooper, it's gonna run off a little bit slower, so you're gonna help it along by just angling that up. After we have that black pillow down, I got a pot of paint. This was a pigment that I used. It's Zimzelen by this little Piggy. I had 3 different colored Tri-Art fluid paints, put a few drops of each color into this pot, got a popsicle stick, and just gently swirled that around just to blend it. It creates lines through it. Once I had that, I just started pouring this down onto my board, going, can you see that? Going back and forth, and I made kind of like an ocean at the bottom. Did a couple lines that were separate on the top for the clouds, and then did some swipes through that with a SHELEE Art Cell Activator. Hope that makes sense. That was probably too much talking. I hope it makes sense. It's been really fun playing around with this, and I think there are so many different possibilities. I like how the colors blend when you do this. I like the lines you can get when you do this. You don't usually see that in fluid art unless you're creating those with swipes or adding color yourself. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I appreciate you being here. You know, I'm not sure if Kathy and Tanya are gonna have videos this week, but if they do, they will be in the description below. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have an excellent day.